I've been getting a lot of questions about measles vaccination after my last video, so let me do a video about it. Most individuals who have received the recommended 2 doses of the MMR vaccine are considered to have lifelong immunity and do not need a booster. However, if you were vaccinated between 1963 and 1967, it's important that you verify whether you received the inactivated measles vaccine, which was given during that time but later found to be ineffective. If you received this inactivated vaccine, it's recommended that you receive at least 1 dose of the live attenuated MMR vaccine, the one that we give now. Additionally, healthcare personnel born before 1957 who are typically considered immune due to natural infection should consider receiving 2 doses of the current MMR vaccine to ensure immunity. Despite the assumption that individuals born before 1957 have natural immunity, studies show that up to 10% of healthcare workers in this age group may still be susceptible to measles. Given the increased risk of exposure in healthcare settings, vaccination helps protect both personnel and their patients. Regardless of your age, if there's any concern about your immune status, you can always ask your provider for a titer, which measures the protective antibodies and gauges how well protected you are against certain diseases. Pregnant people routinely get screened for rubella immunity, one of the components of the MMR vaccine, and if you are found to be non-immune, like I was when I was pregnant, you should receive an MMR booster after you deliver your baby before you get discharged from the hospital. This is also a classic example of why everybody who can be vaccinated should be vaccinated, and why herd immunity is so vital in protecting our communities, because despite being fully vaccinated, some individuals do not mount an immune response to certain vaccines, and I rely on my community to keep me safe. And before the anti-vaxxers start clickety-clacking on their keyboards saying, that's none of my business, I don't care about you, I'm going to protect my own, we as a society, as human beings, should absolutely care about those around us. If you don't, especially if you utilize public services and public spaces, you're a weirdo. Anyway, there's a ton of other guidelines for specific circumstances regarding immunity status. I talked about the most common ones and the most common questions I'm getting. If y'all have specific questions regarding your personal measles vaccination status, leave those questions in the comments and I can try to point you in the right direction.